I don't think those people went to sleep. That's what that was.
You know, unfortunately, a band that, you know, fell apart way too soon. Highly influential to the sound of Unleash the Archers as well, with the melodic and the extreme together.
They're a huge influence on us. And I was at their last show, or sorry, second last show, because they announced another date after their last show, just because it sold out so fast and so many people missed out on tickets. But and I was there and I was bawling, knowing that this was the last time I was ever going to get to see 3 Inches of Blood play together.
They kind of brought that, I'm going to call it extreme power metal. You know, they were, you know, a bit of a pioneer with that in the mid-2000s. Like, their very early stuff had a little bit of a metalcore twang as well to that, but that kind of went away on album number 2. Was that an inspirational band for you as well, growing up?
Very much so, and I would agree that they were kind of a pioneer in that kind of melding of clean and harsh vocals into some sort of like really cool thing. 3 Inches of Blood was actually one of the first metal shows I ever saw as like a 12-year-old kid packed into a small little youth center before they had even put out their first album. You know, it was like a very old lineup. I remember vividly being crammed up into the front row and just watching the Guitarists the whole show. They were just so tight. It was, you know, 50 people crammed into a room, not much bigger than the one I'm in right now. You know?
I saw them play once very early in one of the tents of the Grass Pop Metal Festival,
nice.
Where they played for a few hundred people that were up at 11 o'clock in the morning. I had to see this.
Oh my God, 11 o'clock.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Awesome. Well,
yeah, I don't think those people went to sleep. That's what that was.
Yeah, so as a kid, you know, I followed them, you know, album to album, Battle Cry Under a Winter Sun. I remember having a demo before that album from that show that was literally a burnt CD with Sharpie written on it.
Yeah.
Oh, that, like, I remember playing that consistently as a 12, 13-year-old kid learning guitar. And then, you know, years passed, decades passed. They did what they did. They did great things, put out, you know, a whole legacy of amazing albums. And we ended up becoming quite good friends with some of the members.
Actually, the place where we're moving to, the guitar player, Shane, has a pub called Jackalopes. So they are going to be probably a new place for us to hang out and grab a beer and maybe talk to the guys again.
I ended up going on a fishing trip with Justin and his brother and his dad, you know, one season. You know, so we became pretty good friends, and there's no doubt that they influenced my musical taste and my playing and my vocal style and wanting, you know, because even in Andrew and I's old band, Archon Legion, we were doing the clean and harsh vocals as well. Right. You know, he was doing the cleans, I was doing the harsh vocals. And so that was something that I think Western Canada, especially, kind of was all influenced by 3 Inches of Blood, Into Eternity, you know, is another Canadian band doing things like that. And it kind of like made it, you know, made us believe that it's like possible to pull that off. You know, you didn't just have to have clean vocals or harsh vocals, because, you know, I was into both growing up. You know, I liked Death and Carcass and Thrash, you know, German thrash bands. But then I was also really big into power metal. And I was like, I kind of want to just like do it all.
Like, they haven't said any mention of ever doing like a reunion or anything like that ever. So, you know, we're not going to sit around and wait for that, but definitely are hoping for the best for the guys. And Ash playing Revocation is really awesome. So always keeping an eye out for what they're up to. Yeah, definitely supporting old and new bands is very important.
There you go.
Especially with the way that, you know, royalties aren't a thing anymore, basically. So think of what those boys are doing, what they're living off of without having live tours and you know, new merch drops and that kind of thing to support them. So
for sure. Awesome. Well, hey, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. All the best with the move. That's stressful as well. So
I know. I'll just throw another thing in there. Why not?
You are awesome for watching this video. Click right here to see more content like it and subscribe to the channel.